defending a Godfred Dame, former Attorney General, or na oko defending the clients na abusuya wakwa ko gu n'anima ase want to make nsi court war na encampese wakwa ko defend the former Buffer Stock CEO abusuya na enrada Attorney General eba de ne betoto level na oka kire ne se onim se sisi ano oye private legal practitioner na se odidi na didi na odidi no ondidi ewo sebi nyansem asema deputy attorney general akachire Godfred Dame no cause sa NPP criminal appointees a wade ato no ho so say obe defend yom no enye defending papa ena yeso ena o defend yom no na ndra ye be ka kire mo say deputy attorney general akachire ne say ombra court na ombra behia no na onja say all go around ototo papa so no abusuya deputy attorney general ene yoku omo atwen Godfred Dame wo court wantumi amba ho acha say wadwane wantumi amba court wo amba be defending the client oye former Buffer Stock CEO Black Rasta aba ere honsem aba betu ja momye ko na yenkonkotie ensema Black Rasta ere to ja credit goes to Black Rasta the black pot momye ko na yenkonkotie no
unprofessional Godfred Dame lied. And this is what Justice Sremsai, the Honorable Dr. Justice Sremsai, seems to be saying. This is the Deputy Attorney General of Ghana. Recently, some Supreme Court judges have been praising him left, right, and center for his professionalism, and so on and so forth. He goes to court punctually. Oh yes, punctuality is his hallmark. And he hardly passes prejudicial statements. This is the guy we are talking about. He's a very young man. Recently, I discovered his age and I said, wow, Ghana is becoming bigger and better. In my days, for him to be in that position, he would have to be 99 years old. And he would have to walk with a walking stick to the court with police and soldier carrying fat books. He's going there. I am the Honorable Justice. But he's here. On a more serious note, my brother, this is a man who knows his job. Well, we went to court. And Hana Abdul Wahab Alodeba and his wife, Faiza Seidu appeared in court. And when they appeared, the Honorable Dr. Justice Sremsai spoke to the court and said, you know what? We are dropping all charges against these two and 4 others. Oh, okay. Thank you. And when they turned out to go to celebrate and jubilate, they were arrested by Iyoko straight away and taken in there. My God. And when they arrived, Capo de Tutti Capi was standing there with his white beard and his blue suit, drinking something blue in a glass. I don't know what it was. Maybe blue juice from blueberries. Jesus have mercy. They were put in there, locked up in custody, awaiting interrogation for the new range of action. The moment Wahab arrived, he held his waist. Wait, la ilaha illallah. Wait. He was asked what was wrong. He said he was sick. What's wrong with you, Alhaj? See, my waist. I think it has affected my cerebral system. And whatever, gone through my medulla oblongata, all the way through my esophagus. And my arteries and pulmonary veins are all struggling. We couldn't understand it because we are not doctors. The terms were too big. On a more serious note, my brother, he said he was ill. He was ill. So they carried him all the way, listen, to The NIB hospital. Are you aware that there's an NIB hospital? National Investigations Bureau, formerly called BNI. And they put him there. I think Iyoko realized that when Kofi Juma came here, he all of a sudden said he was not well. And we took him to Kolebu. And it looks like over there is a little more flexible and getting the chance to do a few things left, right, and center. Let's take him to a place where 24/7 all eyes would be on him. So he was taken to NIB. And you know what NIB is? Wahab was very uncomfortable. You pass here, security. Pass here, security. You look here, security. Look here, security. He said, I'm well. I'm okay. Please, my waist is not okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I want to go back. Lie down. The doctor has not even come to look at you and you are okay. Come, go, sit down. But he insisted, according to the information I have, that he was okay. He would prefer going back to the Iyoko custody. And he came back. His attorneys started saying that they were coming. And this is the lead counsel. Former Attorney General Godfred Dame. Yes. Oh, we are coming. My attorneys are coming. They are coming. They waited and waited and waited. It was time to close. Where are you? We are about to close. Please hurry up. Oh, we are coming. We are on the way coming. Iyoko waited and waited and waited and said, you know what? We cannot bend the rules for anybody. Wuntumi came here and said he was ill. We took him there. That's what the politicians do. They fall ill when they are in custody. Whether it is a charade or not, I don't know. Iyoko waited and waited and waited until it was time for closing. They waited even longer. And this is a unit that is investigating like never before. They brought 600 million plus back into the coffers of Ghana through their investigations. Never happened. Unprecedented. And we are waiting for some lawyers and they are not coming. In their capacity as what? And that day, I am told that the boss of Iyoko, in fact, had about 4 more cases he was investigating and interrogating people left, right, and center. He would have no time to wait for no attorney. Waited an hour more. No way. Another hour more. Where are you? We are on the way coming. Traffic. Oh, you know traffic. Well, we have closed. And they left. The following day, you know what came out in the news? Godfred Dame spoke. And what did he say? He said, Hanan had been denied access to his lawyers, his attorney. And it was all over the place. Do we have the tape? Watch this.
What is unfolding is a manifestation of the ineptitude of the prosecution, withdrawing all the charges, and then right after we are arresting them to commence investigations again. Nobody knows. It's a gross abuse of prosecutorial discretion. I've never seen its kind in the investigation before. If you want to take prosecution, you have to conduct proper, painstaking investigations for finding innocent citizens of the land for the court, and that's clearly not what we have seen. We go to a press conference, bastardize the accused persons, set their reputations to stress, saying that they are guilty of offenses and all that, and that in no time you secure conviction and you call it rumble in the jungle. And now, after a year, you cannot even start because there's no evidence. What is unfolding is a manifestation of the ineptitude of the prosecution, withdrawing all the charges, and then right after we are arresting them to commence investigations again. Nobody knows. It's a gross abuse of prosecutorial discretion. I've never seen its kind in the education before. If you want to take prosecution, you have to conduct proper painstaking investigations before finding sensitive the land for the court. And that's clearly not what we have seen. We go to the press conference, bastardize the accused persons, say they are.
Former Attorney General, and his name is Godfred. He was talking about how the Attorney General said, oh, we have gone through painstaking investigations, and in no time, this will be dealt with, and after a year, it's still on. You see, they are playing to the gallery. They are trying to find a way to make it look like the prosecution has no case. This was the same person who said that Hana and his wife were denied access to their attorney, when he knew point blank that they didn't go there at the right time. Iyoko was waiting and waiting because you are Godfred. We should give you 15 hours to arrive. Nobody will do that. There's a new sheriff in town. Nobody is bigger than Ghana. These are the laws of Ghana. You have to appear at the right time. This was the guy who went to an international court and told them that we couldn't pay some money because of COVID. Do you remember? And we ended up doling out the country's money and paying those people. These are not good people. They don't love Ghana. They are not good people. They don't love Ghana. When he was Attorney General, remember, he was using COVID as an excuse not to be able to service a certain debt. I don't remember that debt, but you know. They ended up slapping us with a lot of debt. The international court said, why? Do you live in space? We all live here on earth. We all suffered from COVID. You want to use COVID as an excuse. He was late, I think, in even going for the trial. Some things. Was this not the same person accused of trying to speed up a certain thing to lock up somebody just because elections were coming and they wanted to score points? Is it the Jackpot case? Something like that. And today they are the angels. And you know, I had to open my ears. What is he saying? Is this Arabic? Or is it gibberish? Or is it Hebrew? I said, play it back because I couldn't get what he was saying. Play back that tape. Let's see if we understand what he said. I don't know. When they wear that gown, their accent changes. I honestly don't know. Play that tape back.
Teachings to stress, saying that if they are guilty of offenses and all that, and that in no time you secure conviction and you call it rumble in the jungle. And now, after a year, you cannot even start because there's no evidence. What is unfolding is a manifestation of the ineptitude of the prosecution, withdrawing all the charges, and then right thereafter we are arresting them to commence investigations again. Nobody knows. It's a gross abuse of prosecutorial discretion. I've never seen its kind in the education before. If you want to take prosecution, you have to conduct proper painstaking investigations before finding sensitive the land for the court. And that's
maybe that's the way he speaks. I am not used to this accent. I don't know if it is Irish, Egyptian, Turkish. I'm not used to it. I had to, you realize that ask play back because I wanted to hear it again. Maybe you understood him. But what I picked up, they said they had done the investigations properly and over a year now, we've not been able to get any conviction. And you are a lawyer. Sometimes trials take long, no matter how well you have prepared. But Godfred supposedly, allegedly, lied that his client had been denied access to his attorneys. The Honorable Justice Semsai told us more. Watch this.
To just be interrogated immediately, then he will be discharged. But he fell sick and was taken to the hospital. And when he came back, instead of his lawyers, the former Attorney General, Deputy Attorney General, to come so that interrogation will be done, he chose to rather be granting interview in his office and in the media and calling into radio programs to say things that he knows are wrong and are not true. I mean, he said their time they used to assign cases to, what's this? They used to assign cases to experienced judges. My duty as an Attorney General is not to assign cases. It is the Chief Justice that assign cases. So if he, at his time, was playing the role of the Chief Justice and assigning cases to people he considered to be experienced judges, that is problematic. Besides that, all the cases we have assigned, or all the cases that have been assigned, or the judges hearing all these cases, are judges who were in the High Court long before. That should be experienced. You don't come to the High Court unless you are experienced. And they are as far as I know, those judges are judges. One is even coming from Court of Appeal to hear the matter. So it makes us wonder what he means by experience. Is this something that we don't know about? So for a former Attorney General who is now into private practice, I know he has to earn his fees, but there must be some basic principles on which lawyers, even private lawyers, earn their fees, let alone a lawyer who was occupying the high office of the Attorney General. I don't think...
Right. He says that the issue of fresh charges that you talk about, fresh evidence, I beg your pardon, is non-existent. He says there's no case pending, there's no fresh evidence. What's your response?
How would he know? You see, instead of him to accompany his clients to do interrogation, through the interrogation, he's sitting on TV, calling to radio programs and talking. But his client will be going for interrogation today. He was discharged yesterday. He'll be going for interrogation today. That is when he will know. If he chooses not to be on radio and follow him, he will definitely know where the fresh evidence. He has no basis to know whether there's fresh evidence or not, because he has not accompanied his client to the office.
But he said his junior.
He says that he was denied access.
Exactly.
They were denied access, but you were saying that they didn't come. So what exactly is
that? Is false. That is false. Completely false. His client was not well and was taking the clinic yesterday. When they came back, the interrogators were waiting for him to come, because you cannot interrogate a suspect in the absence of his lawyer. And we know the accused person had lawyers. So it is fair and right and the proper thing to do to wait for the lawyers to come. He was nowhere to be found.
He said his junior doctors, lawyers, I must say, sat at the IOCO's headquarters, waiting for them to be, interrogated, but you didn't give them that access.
That is hearsay. He is claiming that, and I am telling you that most of the time yesterday was spent waiting for him and his lawyers to come, and he never showed up. I think it was the same time that he was on TV and radio granting interviews. And I think that, you see, there should be some basic principles with which all of us work. Because I've had personal conversation with him on the day we withdrew the charges, and he made specific requests, some of which have been granted.
What are those requests?
This is a professional conversation, and I wouldn't want to disclose, right. And I think his client. So I expect him to respect the confidence I have in him as a former Attorney General and the conversation we had. And one of the requests is still pending. You can ask him when he chooses to. You can ask him.
Are you frustrated? What's the status of this fresh evidence you talk about, and when are we likely to see fresh charges being preferred?
So let me take you through the process. You cannot just come to court.
The Honorable Dr. Justice Sremsai. Look at the demeanor. You can see that the guy wants to explode. But for the sake of professionalism, keep it cool. You heard him. He said it's false. They sat down waiting for the radio lawyer to appear. Is it TV lawyer? Radio lawyer. Come and accompany your client. Your client has been sitting here. You are on phone, talking on radio stations, talking on TV, when you should be with your client, because you know this is basic ethics. That interrogation is going to happen. You should be there to say, no, don't answer this. No. They have a term they use when they say don't answer. Yeah? Objection. Overruled. That kind of thing. In court. You can also be there. And you can say that this is an unfair question. Client don't answer. But you were not there. You turn yourself into a radio lawyer. You run around. Hey? Bring off a dummy there. Okay? Yes, you run around on radio and on TV talking when you should be with your client. The following day, you run to the gallery, court of public opinion. Yeah, we went there. They were not allowed to go and see him and all that. My brother, my sister, whatever they do, the court will hear this case. Whatever they do, there will be a speedy trial. Whatever they do, Ghana at the end of the day will smile. And Sremsai said something that was interesting. He said, I know that he has to earn his fees. I was saying, oh, Didi. But, me sure say come due. Because you rose to the highest level of your profession, Attorney General. I know you are in private practice now and you must eat. But eat with dignity. Hey, that's a punchline. For a lawyer to tell a former Attorney General, minim se e was udidi. Nanso, hwe ye na wamfa wonsa mienu no andidi. Didi wo yansam. I think it's a big punchline. And thanks to the Justice Sremsai, we have this information. Oh my God, have mercy. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo, where we speak truth to power.
We need and some also our political highway. So Godfred Dame, former Attorney General, Akufo-Addo, ne lawyer, or no, and I say, we're done a few quarter. I want to me could defend the client. But I'm asking some of Japan, Kokutisa, and some way at my aha, a gossip politics TV. So, Madam.